told his disciples a story about heaven. Once upon a time, there was a man who had a lot of wealth, and he had to go to another country and stay there for a long time. So he called his trusted servants, and according to each person's ability, he entrusted his property to them. The master gave 5 talents of gold to the first servant, 2 talents of gold to the second servant, and 1 talent of gold to the third servant, and he set out on a journey. At first glance, you might think, the master gave too little to the third servant. But in today's terms, 1 talent of gold is worth almost 1,000,000,000 won. So even if it were just 1 talent, he was entrusted with an enormous amount of money. While the master was away from home, the 3 servants each wondered what to do with their talents. The servant who received 5 talents made good use of his master's money and earned 5 more. And the servant who received 2 talents also made 2 more talents. However, the person who received 1 talent didn't do anything, so he just buried the money in the ground. After some time passed, the master returned home. He called his servants and counted the talents he had entrusted to them. The servants who had received 5 and 2 talents told their master that they had earned more than he had given them. "Good job," said the master. "Well done, good and faithful servant. Come and share your master's happiness." The servant who had received 1 talent also came to his master. He still returned the 1 talent he had buried and said, "The master is a scary person who reaps and gathers where he does not sow. I was afraid, so I hid your money in the ground." The master tells the servant, "You're an evil and lazy servant. Then why didn't you put that money in the bank?" The master was disappointed with the third servant. In fact, the master wanted his servants to live by working hard at something with their talents, because it was okay even if they failed. Of course, it would be nice if he had earned more. But as long as he worked hard, the master would not criticize the servant, even if he failed. However, the third servant did not know what kind of person his master was, or how great the talent he had been given was. So he just buried it in the ground. God gave us talents too. For some, it could be money, and for others, it may be studying, exercise, music, art, and etc. Although there are differences, talents are given to everyone, and those talents, like the talents in the Bible, are all incredibly great. How happy would it be if we worked sincerely every day with the talents God gave us? And how joyous would it be when we receive praise and gifts from our parents, school teachers, and God for doing a good job?